You're making your ribeyes wrong. There's nothing more special than the classic ribeye steak. And it's one of y'all's absolute favorites because I kept on getting asked, what is the best way to cook it? So today we're gonna settle that. We're gonna cook it 4 different ways and see which one is the best. Let's dive in. All right, to kick things off, let's grab some really good Wild Fork ribeyes. I'm gonna go to my freezer and we're gonna start thawing them. All right, so let's add this into some ice cold water and let it start thawing. Okay, so the steaks are thawing. Let's talk about how we're gonna cook these guys. And I decided on my 4 favorites. So the first is we're gonna grill it over the open fire. The second, we're gonna pan sear it and butter baste. The third way, we're gonna deep fry it. And the fourth way, I'm gonna add it on to the Ninja Flex Flame and smoke it and then sear it over the fire. All right, now that these are thawed, let's get to cooking. All right, so today I'm teaming up with Wild Fork. They're pretty awesome. I think they have like over 450 different meats and proteins that you can go and get. We have their dry-aged boneless ribeyes. Let's cook these up. So the steaks are seasoned, we're ready to go. So let's put on the first one. It's gonna take the longest. We're gonna smoke it on the Ninja Flex Flame. Okay, so let's get some wood-fired flavor on our smoked steak. I'm gonna add in these all-purpose blend pellets into the smoking chamber. Let's add the steak on to the Ninja Flex Flame. Let's butter baste in a cast iron skillet. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit of oil. I'm gonna let this heat up as hot as possible. Okay, so we got our skillet and oil nice and hot. I'm gonna add in the steak and we're gonna sear both sides. So the other fun thing about Wild Fork is that it's blast frozen, so it stays super fresh. That's super important to me because I really want high quality tasting steak that I can thaw and throw right onto the grill. What is blast freezing? Well, it's actually kind of cool. Blast freezing keeps peak freshness with your steaks. Basically, they're gonna slice the steak, instantly freeze it, package it, and it does not have any time to oxidize. Thaw it, put it onto the grill, and you're ready to go. It's honestly fresher than anything you're gonna get at the grocery store. One of my other favorite things about Wild Fork is the fact that it's all USDA beef. It's super high quality, from dry age to USDA choice to prime to Wagyu. There's so many options. It's all sourced here in the USA, and it's free of over 100 different additives that you might find in other beef. So we're gonna slowly let the butter melt. I want the bubbles to stay kind of like a golden brown color. If it gets too dark, that means that the butter is burnt, and that's not what we want. But we're just slowly kind of cooking it in that butter since we seared that one side. Let's temp check. All right, we're done. And pull him off. Now, let's grill it. While we're cooking the steak, let me mention Wild Fork is hosting a contest where you can become the next Wild Fork Grillmaster. You can win $1,000 a month for 6 months, a trip to LA, and the brand new Ninja Flex Flame. So enter to win. Make sure to tag Wild Fork Foods and use hashtag Wild Fork Grillmasters. Okay, so we're gonna let this steak go until it actually starts to release from the grill grates. Honestly, it's pretty close. Oh, we're good. We're ready to go. Okay, so we smoked this guy on the Ninja Flex Flame. I'm gonna add it onto the grill to just get a really quick crust. Boom. Now, let's deep fry. Deep fry. All right, so I have some hot beef tallow. It's at about 400. This is gonna take like 2 minutes. So let's add in the steak. Wow, that looks insane. So we have our reverse seared and smoked in the Ninja Flex Flame, our butter basted and seared in a cast iron skillet. We have our grilled that was cooked on my fire grill, and then we have deep fried that was cooked in beef tallow for like 2 minutes. I can say from the outside, the crust on the deep fried is insane. The grilled doesn't have as much crust as I would like. The pan seared has pretty good crust, as well as honestly the reverse seared looks pretty good too. So let's slice them up and see what happens. The deep fried does have a touch of a gray band, like it overcooked a little too much on that outside area. But overall, doesn't look too terrible. They all look really good. Let's slice these up see which one's the best. We're gonna do this how we normally do. I'm gonna have my wife come out here. She's gonna select one and I'm gonna taste test it blind. I'm gonna try and tell you which one it is and I'm gonna tell you how I really feel about it. Now, before we get into it too much, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna pre-rank them based off of what I think they are. Haven't taste tested them, but I have a lot of experience eating and grilling steaks. So we'll start with number 4. I think it's gonna be deep fried. I think it looks great. I think its flavor is just not gonna be as good as the charcoaly flavor and the smoked flavor that we would get on a normal grill. Number 2, surprisingly, I actually think it's probably gonna be grilled. I think it's gonna have a fine crust, but I think that its flavor is just gonna not be as good as the other ones. Number 2, I think it's gonna be the reverse seared, the smoked, and then seared using that Ninja Flex flame. I think it's gonna have an amazing flavor, but I think number 1, butter basted. I just think butter makes everything better. You would think that the deep fry with the fat would make everything better and it would be higher, but I really do think that butter basted is gonna win. Let's see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong. That was really good flavor. Those steaks are really good. Pretty tender. I don't know yet. I can't tell too much. That's butter basted, I think. I feel like I'm tasting hints of rosemary, but I think number 1 is grilled. I think number 2 is butter basted. I don't know. I might need to come back to number 3. This is really hard because they're all really good. I'm gonna stick with my gut. First one I had was grilled. Second one I had was butter basted. Third one I had is reverse seared. Number 4 I think is deep fried. Honestly, in full transparency, it's all very, very subtle flavors and differences. So very open to being wrong.
All wrong.
All wrong?
Number 1 was fried. Number 2 was smoked. Number 3 was grilled. Number 4 was butter basted.
Wow. Wow, that's so crazy. Honestly, what was number 2, reverse seared? I think number 2 wins. And then I think it was butter basted. I think my favorite was number 2. It was juicy, it was tender. I mean, reverse seared is fantastic. I obviously underestimated it. Grilled needs redemption because it's obviously a lot of people's favorites, but I think that the reverse seared with the smoke was amazing. The butter basted is fantastic. The deep fried was really surprisingly good too. The grill just didn't compare to the other 3. I can't believe it. Honestly, these Wild Fork steaks are absolutely incredible. That quality is insane. It goes to show you that it doesn't really matter how you cook them, they're all gonna be delicious. Make sure to go and sign up for that contest to become the next Wild Fork Grillmaster. Make sure to go and follow how to do that in the description below. Go and grab the Summer 6 and make sure to go and check out Wild Fork. They're pretty awesome. Go and smash that like and subscribe button. Go and grab some of our seasonings, my new grill, all of the above. And as always, stay so freaking delicious. Cheers. Y'all need to try these. These are crazy. They're very good, and it's so crazy how similar they taste. Grilled needs redemption, though. Cut.